Alright, people of Tokyo, Japan, welcome back. We are going to be starting up year number 6 with our Japan GM mode in this video. Now, we have a couple of things to go over. We have a couple of thoughts that I want to get to and what we're really expecting out of the year number 6 Team Japan. Now, I want to start the simulation before I even think about making any moves. I want to see how we're going to simulate with the lines that I'm going to put together here. So now there's some players that I want to have a look at. There's some different line combinations that I want to try, but I'm going to move Zach Sanford up to the first line. I want to get him some ice. He's 26 years old. He's already grown to an 86. Last year he didn't really have that great of a year, back-to-back 38-point years after coming off of a miraculous 23-goal, 50-point year in the first year that we ended up trading for him. So Zach Sanford, I think he's still got some left to give. Now, I'm going to play Zach Sanford alongside of Esposito and Brandon Pierlini. We got a playmaker, a sniper, and a big bad power forward. Zach Sanford, 6'3". He's going to use all of that muscle to go into the corners, get the puck to Esposito. Esposito's going to find Pierlini in the slot. Boom, there's a big goal. So I'm going to try that out. I'm going to see how that line goes. Now, if Esposito isn't quite ready for the first line minutes, I'm going to go ahead and send him down here where Draisaitl's playing on the second line with Domi and Skinner. Now, Skinner is in his last year of his $9 million contract, but you know what? Where we were a few years ago, you had to pay players that kind of money, and you know what? He hasn't been great for us. He hasn't even been close to great. Hasn't even hit 100 points in 164 games yet, so hopefully he has a good contract year here. Now, if we want to re-sign him, I'm sure we could get him at like $5 million bucks, maybe 5.5, something along those lines. So he's an option for like a second line sniper. But so I mean, I have some expectations for this team. Obviously, I'd like to make the playoffs, maybe get past the second round. That would be awesome. I know going up against the Sharks last year, they eventually won the Stanley Cup, so that really wasn't an even matchup. We got tooled. But I mean, against a team like LA, who was very similar to us, had some better players, but we ended up getting rid of them in the first round. So I know we can win with the team we have. We need a few more tweaks and a few more changes, and we're going to be getting past that second round in no time. I do want to apologize though for my voice, and I probably sound weird. I'm just getting over this stupid cold. I've had it for like a week, so I haven't been able to record anything, but I finally have a day off and I'm going to power through it. We're going to continue with the GM mode. I can't let a cold get me down. I got lots of water here, so I should be fine. But there is the top 6, and the bottom 6 is looking alright too, with Boma, Berchi, Cizikas, Gagne. Now, I don't love having Gagne on the fourth line, but I mean, he's a vet, but I think his career is almost over. He put up some decent amount of numbers last year, but I can't have an 82 overall guy hanging out in my top 6, even in my top 9. So, unfortunately, Sam Gagne, you're demoted to the fourth line. You're still good in my books, though. I love what Sam Gagne has done with this team. Now, defensively is looking like this. We don't have to touch anything with the addition of Noah Hannafin, looking for big things out of the second line pairing. We already know what to expect out of the Swedish connection. Now, Oleg and Timothy Liljegren actually have a little bit in common. If you remember a few years ago, I think Timothy Liljegren was 81 overall. Maybe he was just an 80 overall, and you guys told me, put him on the top line. Do it. He's going to grow. I was hesitant towards it, but it really worked out. During half the year, I think he was 86 overall, so that obviously worked out. You know, he became one of the best defensemen in the NHL. He still is. He's only 21 years old, or whatever he is, 23. How old is he? Just so we can actually look. How old is he actually? I think he's like 22. Yeah, he's 22 years old, so he's still ridiculously young. So I'm worried if I play Oleg as a backup for the entire year, that's kind of going to set him back a year. Where he's 22 years old, he's pretty much ready. He's listed as what? He's listed as a backup goalie. So what I'm thinking is we're going to simulate a few months, all right? And if we're simulating great, if we're winning games, I'll probably keep it the way it is, and I'll try to give Oleg as much opportunity as we can. But if we're struggling and we need a change-up, I may end up trading Robin Lehner for a centerman. Now, maybe we could package up Robin Lehner and Leon Draisaitl in exchange for a top-line guy that's like 87, 88 overall, and then have Esposito on the second line. So that's more than likely what is going to happen, and then we'll try to find a backup goalie as well. But I'm thinking that Oleg is going to end up stealing the show. But as for right now, Robin Lehner is our number one guy. I'm a little bit concerned on our wingers. We don't really have that superstar winger. Jeff Skinner was supposed to be that, but coming off of his Stanley Cup win, coming off of his 88, 89 overall, whatever he was, dropped down back to reality at an 86. But I'm worried that Esposito is not going to grow to his full potential if he doesn't have, that star winger. But I'm hoping Pierlini, starts to be something. But what I'm thinking is Pierlini's going to be an 86 overall player, and he's probably going to end up on our second line. So now Max Domi is another player that I wouldn't be opposed to maybe trading to get another top line player. So we have Draisaitl, Domi, and we also have Robin Lehner as maybe some trading assets because I'd love to get, that top line player, that top line winger to play alongside of Zach Sanford. And then we see Max Domi and Leon Draisaitl go bye-bye, and then we have Pierlini and Espo right here. So there's some things to work on with this team, but as of right now, I want to get some simulation done. I do want to look at our AHL lines as well. I want to make sure that Joe Veleno is getting the ice time that he deserves. Now, there is a lot of talk about Joe Veleno. Now, he's 78 overall. People are saying, trade him, what are you doing? Why is he not being traded? I'm not going to trade the kid. Why? We're already, 4 years into his development? There's no reason. We've already waited enough. Look at his shooting category, his skating category. Everything is coming together. Yes, that Gabriel Velarde kid from Buffalo would be awesome for right now, but we've been patient for the entire GM mode since day one. This has been the patience GM mode. We don't need to rush a move. Joe Veleno is going to play next year. He's going to grow our center core with Esposito. Now, I hope he's going to turn into that top line guy. Hopefully he's better than that Velarde kid because we've waited. He's 21 years old. He's going to be ready when he's 22. I've put a lot of patience into this kid. Now, if you guys are right, if he doesn't grow, I'll be pissed, but I hope he does grow, and I'm feeling confident that he is going to grow into a star NHL centerman. We ended up getting him a really solid right-wing sniper in Gunnarsson alongside of Tyler Benson. So, you know what? I think our AHL team is doing just fine. We got Stefan Bork there. Where is Sundin? That's my question. Is he not even playing? Is he not dressed? Where is he? 75 overall. Why is he not dressed? What are you doing? You need to get out of there, and you need to be exchanged for Sundin, buddy. Come on, get out of there. There you go. So Sundin's probably going to play right here, I think. We'll give him the third line minutes, and I think we're all good to go. Get some simulation started. Hopefully our AHL team is good this year. They were pretty good last year, but I don't think they did anything in the postseason. So let me get the preseason done. I'm going to get a glass of water here because my voice is hurting, and we're going to get the year 6 simulation started with a nice little home at home against the Anaheim Ducks. So we ended up going 5-0-1 in the preseason, which is pretty good. Now, hopefully that's a sign of things to come. I really hope that we simulate well. I mean, I think I've changed the lineup. I think putting Zach Sanford on the first line is going to be awesome. I would love for him just to break out and have like 30 goals and be that huge power forward that we really need. But you know what? For this video, I'm probably going to go into the new year, probably going to go all the way into into January 2022. We're not going to make any moves until then. I'm going to end the video off there, because I want to get your guys' opinions. If we're going to make a move, I'd rather do it earlier than later. I want to see how Oleg is doing as a backup. I also want to see how Espo does on the first line, and then if we are willing to make a move, if we're in the position to make a move, I'm going to wait to see your guys' comments. I don't want to make a move without consulting with the assistant general managers. So I'm going to stop right there, and 2, because I don't know if my voice can handle a 40-minute video. So we're just going to go until the new year starts in 2022, and we're going to see where we are then. So let's start off year number 6 right where in front of our home fans. We made the postseason last year. There's a lot of buzz about this team. First period. Okay, 2-1. Casey Cizikas scores, and then 2 guys score on... Okay, so Oleg got the start. Really? We started Oleg. Okay, I didn't even do that. You guys saw I had Robin Lehner in there, so for some reason Oleg got the start. Maybe Robin Lehner had the flu, but that's weird. Okay, so we're down by 1 here. That's not a very good start to his NHL career. 2 goals on 5 shots. Come on, Oleg. I know you're a rookie, but I need you here, buddy. You're the future, buddy. 83 overall. I believe in you. Period. Number 2. Oh boy, 3 goals on 16 shots. Nick Ritchie scores there. Okay, all right. So maybe not the greatest outing for Oleg in his first ever NHL game. But I mean, hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. Silverberg makes it 4-1, and we only score 1 goal to start off the year after going 5-0-1 in the preseason. So I'm going to make sure that Robin Lehner starts the next game against the Anaheim Ducks. Also, what I have to do is turn off the injuries. I forgot that. I'm going to go ahead and do that really quickly. I'm going to turn off the injuries, make sure Robin Lehner is now ready to go, and then I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, so injuries are now off. I'm glad that I noticed that before he went down with a season-ending injury. But up here against the Anaheim Ducks in game number 2, I want to slow sim until we win. Come on, boys, let's go here. Robin Lehner's in the cage. We are in Anaheim here after flying all the way from Japan. The boys are tired, but we're ready to go. First period. There you go, 2-0. Draisaitl and Nestersil. There you go. Leon Draisaitl gets a big goal. 2 goals on 6 shots. Alright, John Gibson, a little bit shaky there. Kind of the reverse of what happened in game number 1. Period number 2, okay, Sami Vatanen gets 1. Third period, oh god, they come back. Oh god, Hampus Lindholm gets the game-winning goal, and we start the year off 0-2. That's not good. You don't want that. That's not the way to start at all. So hopefully we turn things around here. Hopefully the slow sim games aren't a curse. Yeah, it's definitely not the way I wanted to start off the year. Up against Tampa Bay Lightning, 7-6. We explode with 7 goals there, and back-to-back wins. There you go. So hopefully we simulate well. That's what I'm really hoping. I feel like the simulation hasn't really been that kind to us, but we're doing all right here. We're 4-3-0 now, and we're up against the LA Kings. They're going to want their revenge after their first-round playoff exit. They're 1-5-1, so these guys are playing for their lives. This is a big game, boys. Let's go. First period. Okay, 0-0. Period number 2. 0-0. Third period. There you go. Brandon Pierlini and Jeff Skinner, baby. And there is a big shutout. Who got the shutout? Was it Oleg? No, it was Robin Lehner. Lehner gets the shutout, and Pierlini had 2 points that game. So there you go. I think we're back on track here. 5-3-0. I want to slow sim the games against the Canucks. We got a home and home against the Canucks, so I'll definitely slow sim those games. But our AHL team is 4-0 as well. Things are starting to turn around there. There you go, 4-0 victory. Things are starting to turn around. Yeah, definitely. 7-3-0. We're on fire right now. Keep the streak going. 8-3-0. All right, so maybe we're simulating just perfectly right now. Up against Carolina, 5-2. I'll take it. 10-3-0. Toronto. Okay, hold on here. Hold on. Toronto is okay. Wow, hold on. I tried to stop that, but we're still winning games. Oh my god, I clicked B too many times. Toronto was 11-1, and then we actually beat them to improve to what were we, like 10-3-0. You can see that they were 11-1-2, and we gave them a huge loss. You can see wait, hold on. They must have been 11-0 because this game was in regulation, so we snapped their winning streak. They were 11-0, and we snapped their winning streak. And then we ended up beating the Islanders 5-1. Holy craps, how many is that in a row? That's, hold on here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 game winning streak. Oh my god. Alright, boys, that's a hell of a start. We started off a little bit shaky, going 0-2, but we currently have a 9-game winning streak. Hopefully it continues against the Hawks. That'd be nice. There you go, 2-1. That's a grindy victory right there. Up against Patrick Kane. That's what I'm talking about. There you go, big victory. We already scouted in the WHL. I'm going to go forwards and then move my way on to the defenseman, and then we'll continue it. That's 11 in a row up against the Sharks. Can we beat them? There you go, 12 in a row. Oh my god, we're on fire. 13 in a row. We're 15-3-0. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit is right. Oh my god, is that 15 in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is a ridiculous winning streak right now. We're 13 in a row. I haven't slow simmed yet, so I'm just going to continue with the simulation. Can we make it 14 up against the Hawks? Come on. Oh, we lost 5-4. Wasn't even in a shootout either. Back-to-back losses. Oh my god. Triple losses. That's not good. I was hoping that would have been like a shootout loss, and then we would have got the extra point and kind of continued the kind of continued the streak there, but 15-5-1 going up against the Vancouver Canucks here. That was a hell of a run. We're on a 3-game losing streak there after winning 13 straight. So can we get back on the winning track here up against our rivals, the Vancouver Canucks? There you go, Timothy Liljegren, that's what I'm talking about on Markstrom. Period number 2. Okay, 3-1, Zach Sanford, D'Angelo, and Derek Brassard got the goal on Oleg, so Oleg got the start here. There you go, Jonas Johansson gets the goal, making it 4-1. Oleg gets a big victory. So what I'm going to do here is go 2 more games. I'm not going to slow sim the next game against the Canucks. I feel like we've already slow simmed enough, but what I'm going to do is go till the end of November, check out the stats, kind of see where we are, and then we're going to move on into December, and then we're going to end off the video. So yeah, we're playing pretty good right now. I don't really have any complaints. 17-5-2. That's what I wanted. I wanted us to simulate good, and we're doing exactly that. The division's pretty tight though. You can see here only 2 points ahead of the Sharks and the Calgary Flames. So having a really tight division like that, you're going to want to win the games against LA, Vancouver, Anaheim, you know, those kind of easier points against the bottom teams, and then if you can, win against Calgary and the San Jose Sharks. So I'd like to win as many points. We need the points, and we need them now. I don't want to be struggling at the end of the year. Win games right now. So the team lead in points goes to Timothy Liljegren with 27 points in 24 games. He is absolutely on fire right now. One of the best, if not the best defenseman in the NHL right now. 27 points in his first 24 games. OEL right behind him there with 25. Zach Sanford with 21. Okay, so that first line seems to be doing okay. Esposito, only 1 goal. He's up to an 86 overall, so he is growing. But you can see there, Leon Draisaitl is having a great year as well on the second line. So hopefully Espo can start to get more numbers here. 14 points in 24 games. It's not bad. I'd just like to see a little bit more. Jeff Skinner, oh god, $9 million for what? 14 points for him. He's up to an 87 though. Casey Zizekas has 13. D'Angelo has 11. Now, where is Noah Hannafin? Only got 4 helpers, but our back end of our defense doesn't really look like it's putting up a whole lot of numbers, but I'm not really worried about numbers right now because everyone seems to be a plus player. The majority of us anyways seem to be in the plus department, and we're winning games, and I really don't care about individual stats. Although I'd like to see a little bit more out of some certain players, I think we're doing just fine here. We're atop of our division. I really have no complaints. As for the goaltenders, Oleg is 5-1 and Robin Lehner is 12-4. So after Oleg had that one shaky start during the first game, he's held it down with 5 straight victories, and Robin Lehner, I mean, he's 12-4, so these guys are really not going to make it easy for me if we do have to make a trade, but as of right now, I mean, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. This is a hell of a start. Now, we're only going to simulate 1 more month. We're going to be into like the 35 game mark, and then we're going to end this one off. So we got a few divisional games here in December. You can see here Vancouver, Calgary, LA, the San Jose Sharks, so a lot of Western Conference games as well. So hopefully we can come through and continue on with our winning ways here into December, the last month of the year up against Nashville. They got a good record, overtime loss unfortunately. Big win against the Sharks here, boys. Come on, you gotta win against San Jose. 4-1, perfect, there you go. 3-1 loss there against the Colorado Avalanche, and a 3-0 loss against Tampa Bay. So when we lose, we seem to lose in streaks, which is a little bit scary. But I mean, you can kind of say the exact same thing with our wins. 13 game winning streak earlier in the year, but I think we've kind of come down to earth here. We're losing a few games, 5-0 against Pittsburgh. That's a nice victory. There you go. Up against Florida, and then we got Minnesota. I'll slow sim the game against Vancouver, and then we'll get the extra games done against 7-1. Oh my god, we got thumped there. There you go. But that's all right because we came back there with a big bounce back game, 5-3 win against the Minnesota Wild. So I mean, it hasn't been a great month. We've had a few losses here, had a few embarrassing losses. 7-1, that's never good. We're still 21-9-4. Don't really have a whole lot to complain about up against Vancouver, and they are 10-18-4. That's not good. They still suck where we don't. So take that, Vancouver. Let's go. First period. There you go. OEL. That's what I'm talking about. Period number 2. Okay, 3-1 Zizekas and Draisaitl. Third period, 4-2. Skinner gets the empty netter, and you see there Louis Eriksson scored on Robin Lehner. That is another victory against the Canucks. I don't think they've beat us this year. I think we're undefeated against the Vancouver Canucks, which is always nice. We got a big test here up against the Calgary Flames. I saw they had a pretty nice record. That's 3 in a row after we got thumped 7-1 by Florida. So that's a nice bounce back game there. Let's go ahead and get the last game against the Calgary Flames done. They have a really good record, I think pretty similar to us. It's us and them at the top of our division. So this is going to be a really good test. 23-9-4. This is going to be a huge test up against Calgary. Our records are pretty much identical. We have one more regulation win. This is going to be a battle of our division right now. Let's go first period. Oh, 3-1. That's not a good start. 3 goals on 8 shots. Come on, Lehner. Johnny Hockey, Oliver Killington, and that's not good at all. It's not good. Zach Sanford has the 1 goal. We need a big second period, guys. 4-1. We pulled Robin Lehner, and Trosambiev allows 1. We get 1 with Sam Gagner, but unfortunately we drop a crucial 2 points to the Calgary Flames. That's not how I really wanted that game to go. So not a really fantastic month. It was pretty good, but nothing compared to our November. We had a ridiculous November. I think we only lost 2 or 3 games that entire month. So let's have a look at the stats here. Why are things not showing up? That's not good. Okay, well, what the hell? We're glitching out pretty hard right now. It's going really slow. If this freezes, I will be super upset. I might save, back out, and come back in here if things don't start to improve. Yeah, I don't want to lose this whole thing. So I'm going to go ahead and save and come back. Come on, EA. What is this shit? Save and exit. Hopefully everything's fine. I'll be right back. Everything seems to be fine now, but that was really weird. Anyways, we're tied for first in our division with that win that the Calgary Flames got. They went from 48 points to 50, and now they're tied with us for first place in our division. Man, what's going on? Everything's so slow and laggy. Timothy Liljegren still leading our team in scoring with 39 points in 37 games. That's awesome. What a beast. Oliver Ekman-Larsson right behind him with 35. That has to be the best pairing in the entire NHL. That is just lethal. Brandon Pierlini with 30 points in his first 37 games. Leon Draisaitl with 25. Zach Sanford with 10 goals, 25 points. That's nice to see. Esposito, buddy, maybe the points aren't going to be there for him. Maybe he's just going to be a really good, playmaker, 18 helpers. Jeff Skinner, only 17 points. My God, I would love to trade this guy, but who's going to take on his $9 million cap? Esposito, only 20 points. Really not that great. Some of the points aren't really there. Hannafin's got 8, but he's a plus 15, so can't really hate on that too much. And his defensive partner, D'Angelo, has plus 10 as well. So Skinner's a -1. I'd love to get rid of Skinner. You can see here that Draisaitl is a -2. Draisaitl, Skinner, and Domi struggling a little bit, but I mean, it could be worse. We're winning games. I'm gonna wait to see what you guys have to say. Robin Lehner 17-7, and we've kind of slowed down from our hot start. Oleg is 6-4, only with a goals against average of 2, so that's pretty good. He's got a shutout there, and Robin Lehner has 2. So I mean, we are good, but I think there's some tweaks to be made. I will show you guys around the NHL though about some players that could potentially be available. Look at Holtby, 1.51. He's 20-2. Oh my God, Washington having a ridiculous start to the year. 20-2. He's got 3 shutouts. John Gibson already has 6 in his first 30 games. That's crazy. Okay, well, that's pretty interesting. Rookie skaters, you're going to start seeing a lot of the drafted players here. No one you probably recognize except for people like this, but see here that this Conboy kid, Jared Conboy, is leading the league for rookie points with 27, and Harry Robertson, who was drafted in 2018, 5th overall by the Canucks, is right behind him there with 25. Rookie goaltenders, Oleg should be up there. There's actually lots of rookie goalies this year. Antoine Bibeau right there, and then Brendan Brandon Halverson, where is he? Oleg right there, 6 and 4. Yeah, so there's quite a few rookie goalies this year, 82, 83, bunch of decent guys. Look at the all skaters here throughout kind of the first half of the year, a little less than half actually. Aaron Ekblad is leading the league in points. What? 97 overall? Holy crap. I mean, I thought we had a good defenseman. Oh my god. Aaron Ekblad, calm down, buddy. Holy shit, 43 points. Jonathan Toews tied right with him there with 43. That's crazy. I mean, I expected, you know, Toews, Tarasenko, Tavares, Stamkos to be up there, but not Aaron Ekblad. I'd love to see a defenseman lead the league in scoring for the entire year. Jonathan Toews there, and Tarasenko is right on Toews', oh wait, I was going to say right on Toews' toes, but that kind of clashes. It kind of sounds weird. He's right behind Toews is what I'm trying to say. He's on Toews' toes. You can see there, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, 99 overall, Taylor Radish. A lot of decent players up in here, but Timothy Liljegren, 39 points. There you go. He's tied with Patrick Kane. This guy is just incredible. See here that, where is he? OEL has more points than Ovi. So, I mean, OEL is amazing, man. OEL is such a beast. So, there's everyone. Crosby is 34 years old, 87 overall. So, he is coming close to the end of his career, but that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Thank you for watching. Also, thank you to S7 on Twitter for making a new Japan thumbnail. Mine were terrible. My Photoshop skills are absolutely awful, so I am super glad that he came through and hooked me up with one. Although Jeff Skinner is on the front of the thumbnail, I may get him to change that. But thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think about what we should do. I mean, we're gonna be a playoff team, hopefully, unless we lose 10 or 15 games in a row. We have the team to win, but I think we need that extra piece. Now, I don't really want to trade a ton for Velarde. I guess I should show you guys what players we could potentially trade for, because like this guy said in this comment right now, he says that you need someone to help Esposito grow, like an 87 or an 88 overall sniper, because no one really knows the player's situations now in year number 5. So I'll show you guys the trading block for all the NHL teams. Maybe there's a player that we could go ahead and trade for. I want to browse trade blocks. Maybe there's someone out there. If there's no one here on the block that we can see, I will speed up the video at the end so you guys can see every single player on every single team, and you can tell me what should we trade for this player or why should we trade for this player, so on and so forth. The Bruins have Tuukka Rask. We don't need a goalie. Who else is available? Matt Murray, don't need a goalie. Drew Stafford, don't need him. Adam McQuaid, definitely don't need him. I don't know if there's really going to be anyone out there. Brandon Dubinsky, he's 35 years old. There's no point, really. No one really here. Pouliot, Gunnarsson. No, okay, hold on. No, Zach Parise, 37 years old. He's still around. I just saw those big names, and I was like, ooh, but then I got to remember it's year number 6. So, TJ Oshie, no thank you. Carl Soderberg. It's kind of funny that Carl Soderberg has a better overall year 6 than Zach Parise does. Kind of funny how that all works out. Andrew Ladd, no. Blake Wheeler. I'd love to get Blake Wheeler in his prime, but not Blake Wheeler right now. Stolars, Evgeny Malkin. Oh, Gino. He's going to retire at the end of this year. I mean, it could be a rent-a-player. It really could. You could probably get him for like Max Domi, but really, 9.5 million bucks. I don't even know if we could afford him. So yeah, probably not going to happen. Tampa's got Bishop on there, and I think that's going to be about it. No one else really. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to end the video here, but I'm also going to speed up the video so you guys can see everyone's trade values. You can see everyone in the NHL. If there's a player that sticks out to you, let me know. I'll go check them out in the next video, and maybe we'll trade for them. So I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching.